Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to move that pursuant to the provisions of Section 13 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act of 2011 relating to extension of period of consideration of nominees for appointment to a public office, that this House resolves to extend the period for consideration of a special motion relating to the approval of nominees submitted by His Excellency the President for appointment as a chairperson and members of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission by a period of 14 days from 11th of December 2024. Honorable Speaker, these are procedural motion considering that we are breaking for the long recess and there were issues that were still to be resolved on the approval process of the SRC Commission. Therefore, we are just seeking extra time to be able to finalize on the few pending issues before we bring that motion for approval, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, beg to move and request the Minority Whip, the Honorable Mwenje, to second.
Mwenje.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I agree with the Majority Leader. There's some sticky issues to be resolved. So I second the motion. Thank you.
Him is said pending. You say sticky. Which one is It's pending because it's sticky. Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that pursuant to the provisions of Section 13 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act 2011, relating to the extension of a period of consideration of nominees for appointment to a public office, this House resolves to extend the period for the consideration of a special motion relating to the approval of nominees submitted by His Excellency the President for appointment as the chairperson and members of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission by a period of 14 days from 11th December 2024. We put the question? Honorable members, I'll now put the question, which is that pursuant to the provisions of Section 13 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act 2011, relating to extension of period of consideration of nominees for appointment to a public office, this House resolves to extend the period for consideration of a special motion relating to the approval of nominees submitted by His Excellency the President for appointment as the chairperson and members of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission by a period of 14 days from 11th December 2024. As members of that opinion say aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Go back to order number 7.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Majority Leader, we'll start with your statement.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The usual Thursday statement, today being a very special Thursday, Honorable Speaker, being the last Thursday of this year for normal sittings. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2A, I rise to give the following statement on behalf of the House Business Committee, which met on Monday, 2nd December 2024, to prioritize business for consideration during the week. As members are aware, the House is scheduled to proceed for the long recess commencing after today's session, going by our calendar of regular sittings. I wish to take this opportunity to thank the leadership and members of this House for your dedication and active participation during this session. The House sat longer on some days and had additional sittings to conclude various priority business, which the House Business Committee does appreciate and note the dedication and commitment of members of the House. In retrospect, Honorable Speaker, I believe we have achieved a lot, dared greatly, shown a lot of enthusiasm in our work, and a great high sense of devotion and dedication to our high calling as members of Parliament of the National Assembly of the Republic of Kenya. And I want to encourage honorable members to continue the same dedication. Honorable Speaker, I must thank the leadership of this House, all our members, and indeed our staff for the charisma and steadfastness demonstrated during the torturous and life-threatening events of 25th June 2024 and the aftermath of these incidents. I can only say that your resilience, honorable members, is nothing short of inspiring, without which the House would not have quickly returned to normalcy, and has enabled us to accomplish a lot and close this session at a high peak. Honorable Speaker, just to pick out a few accomplishments, in the course of this third session, the House passed various key legislation, including bills relating to taxes, tax procedures, business laws, and the budget for both the national and county levels of government, with the conclusion this morning, Honorable Speaker, of the addition of the county revenue allocation bill, which was concluded this morning following the message that came from the Senate that you relate to the House. Additionally, Honorable Speaker, the House considered and approved various nominees for appointment to various positions, including the reconstitution of the cabinet, and Honorable Speaker, as you very well noted, with very good new innovations of even including members of the public questions in the vetting process. And indeed, we must also note, as a House Business Committee, note your leadership, Honorable Speaker, in the Committee on Appointments, since these were some of the innovations that you led the Appointments Committee to innovate. There have also been constitutional commissions and other state and public officers whom we have approved, including the one that you just read the message from Mr. Nyauma, the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank, which we concluded and passed on to the Senate. Honorable Speaker, the House has also demonstrated its responsiveness to the issues affecting the public and risen to the occasion to address them. Of note, when the public raised concerns regarding the new funding model for our university education and the teething challenges faced in the implementation of the universal health care under Taifa Care, this House requested you to convene a Kamkunji with the respective cabinet secretaries to iron out the challenges, and you did so, Honorable Speaker, and the House Business Committee notes with gratitude your commitment to enabling and shepherding the House to resolve issues that are of concern to the people that we meet here to represent. Honorable Speaker, it is also worth noting that the House also robustly executed its oversight roles through parliamentary questions and statements sought by members of this House to cabinet secretaries who have appeared to answer and respond to these questions and statements from the public brought to the House on behalf of the people by their elected representatives. I may not be able, Honorable Speaker, to list all the achievements, but allow me to sincerely register my thanks to the House for the work well done this year, and especially during this last session of this year. Honorable Speaker, as we recollect and appreciate what has been achieved, I wish to point out that the mission of the 13th Parliament is not yet over. We still have a significant number of legislative proposals, bills, statutory instruments, and other reports that will most certainly need our keen attention when the House resumes on Tuesday, 11th February 2025. And Honorable Speaker, as you indicated, should there be need for a special sitting, I am certain that all these members are ready and willing to appear for a special sitting for any urgent business that may come in. And I thank them for their dedication. I therefore want to urge all members to rest during this recess, rejuvenate yourselves, and spend time with your families. They are the most important part of your being, your families. Spend good time with them this Christmas season. And also your larger families, the constituents that you represent, the people who have given you the great honor to come and represent them in this House, spend time with them and share Christmas with them. Do not fear to share Christmas with your constituents, even our churches. Please do share with them, because we are directed so in the Bible for those of us who are Christians, and I want to believe that even those of our colleagues who are Muslims, the Holy Quran also directs them to share. And indeed, I do know that Muslims have that sharing spirit always. I see it during the month of Ramadan, when the Honorable Aden Dawood visits me and my family to share what he has. Honorable Speaker, I also wish to take this opportunity to inform honorable members of the House, I had mentioned that may be recalled for a special sitting pursuant to the provision of Standing Orders 29(1) to consider important pending business and other urgent business that may arise in the interim. Honorable Speaker, it's good to note that this House, we are like doctors on call, and members are always willing to appear should there be need.
We
Therefore,
can call you even on Christmas Day.
that is why we are called to a high calling,
Yes.
Honorable Speaker. And I'm certain these members, even if you call them on Christmas Day, they will be here for the service of humanity and the people of Kenya that have given that high honor to represent them. In conclusion, Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the House Business Committee, my family, and the great people of Kikuyu constituency, may I also take this opportunity to wish you all a happy festive season as you interact with your families and spend time with them, your constituents, and all other Kenyans. I now wish to lay this statement on the table of the House, and I thank you. Honorable Speaker, out of the statement, may I also request, honorable members, that in the coming year, Honorable Speaker, this last week has been very torturous for the whips. This afternoon, I joined the Honorable Mwenje and the Honorable Naomi in whipping members to try and come into the chamber when you are seated there. But at times it's very embarrassing, Honorable Speaker, to leave you sitting here to go and whip members. And you find some members lying on the seats in the members' lounge, others enjoying their meals. And Honorable Speaker, we all know the appointed time when the Speaker sits here is at 2:30. I would beg, I know towards the end of the year, people get fatigued, but in the new year, I would want to pray that we will not be keeping the Speaker here waiting at 2:30 or even at 9:30 in the morning, and we will not have members seated in the dining area. I had to whip at least 15 members who are entertaining guests, others who are having their lunch, Honorable Speaker, and I therefore just want to plead that in the coming year, because we all come re-energized with new energy, renewed energy after Christmas, and I believe even have gained some weight, Honorable Speaker. This year has been torturous. And as I said, members have been very resilient, and I want to thank all of them, but urge all of us that in the new year, let us come with new energy so that we also treat the business of the House with the dignity that deserves and on time, Honorable Speaker. With that, I thank you and wish all of our members a Merry Christmas, a happy festive season, a prosperous 2025 to you and your families and your constituents. May God bless you and continue serving the nation. Thank you.